going to talk about a mommy makeover. Boy, do I have some guidance for you.
Hey there, Casey Ship here, fitness model, hormone expert, and a master energy healer. I help goal-oriented women clear out the reason why nothing has worked and finally step into their purpose and get everything they've ever wanted.
So those of you that don't know me, I specialize in helping career-driven women lose weight and balance their hormones without having to do cardio or diet, and starve themselves and all that stuff. That's really what I do. And women like working with me because, well, I fucking have done it. I've been there. I've experienced pretty much every negative thing you can possibly imagine, made it out, and created this system where it's like, dude, you can bypass a lot of the bullshit, save a lot of time and money if you'll just get with my system. Saves you a lot of time, money, and heartache, and you'll be a better mom, better parent. You'll make a lot more money, and you'll look a lot better with way less effort. So with that being said, my company is called Hot Moms with a Z. I say that because if you look up Hot Moms with an S, you may find some porn. But Hot Moms with a Z, and as you can see in this video, my titties are like, they're there. I've got big old titties. Now, I didn't always have big titties. Formerly, I was shaped like a refrigerator. Just straight up and down, man, like you don't even know. Hot was never in my vocabulary. I come from a very small rural town, grew up on a cattle farm. Like I wore boy clothes and I wore Browning shirts. That's a gun, right? Like NRA stickers on all my shit. And I thought I was a boy. My dad wanted a boy. Boys were clearly the stronger sex. Women were weak. And like, you just didn't want to be a woman where I came from. And, I grew up hunting, fishing, and riding four-wheelers, and you can find videos of me before I went through puberty with my cousin playing basketball in swim trunks, not a swimsuit, in swim trunks, like boy swim trunks, Nikes, with no shirt on because I didn't have titties. So I was like, and I was just so tomboy, right? But of course it was to win my dad's approval and because I wanted to be strong, and women like were absolutely scum of the earth. Whatever. That being said, the way I look now, I've got fake eyelashes, big old fake lips and tits, and just like a sex doll. I'm fucking with y'all. You know what I mean? And honestly, these titties, I'm going to tell you the story about them, of like how I got these big old titties. Because I did have fake tits. I got them in, when did I get them? 2008 or 9. I got saline 420s, right? And it was because, well, those of you that don't know my story, just keep listening to my shit. I'll sum it up. So I got into health and fitness in 2008 or 9 after the economy crashed. Didn't have shit. Very unhealthy at the time, drinking all the time. My husband was 100 pounds overweight. And I just started, I've always been motivated. Like, I wish I was one of those girls who went to the gym. Like, being healthy seems so inspiring to me. I just never could stick to it. I thought you had to eat like broccoli and run on the treadmill. That's what I thought being healthy was. Like, girl, you give me some motherfucking Nike Shocks, or what were they back then? Nike Shocks and some Victoria's Secret pink sweatpants and a treadmill. Girl, like I was so healthy. Like that was my idea of just like, I am in shape. I just ran a mile and I have new tennis shoes. I am an awesome human. And now I'm going to eat some broccoli and I'm good. Like, I just literally, that's all I knew about fitness. And I remember I'd go in the gym like once every 3 years because I just didn't know anything. Like I'm telling you, where I come from, it was such a small town. We didn't even have cable. So we're very like far removed from just things. And so I wasn't very exposed to things, not because my parents tried not to. We were just fucking country people, man. It's just how it was. We weren't from the city, man. And when I would go to the gym and go to these places, I remember getting on like a booty machine and doing reps until like I got sore, thinking, well, if I get sore, that means that my butt's going to grow. Literally, that's where I started out, that novice, To now, I've been on the cover of fitness, sexy magazines. I've been in the cover of women's fitness art, whatever, all this shit. And I'm an expert. Like, I know all this shit. Years in the game, struggling my ass off, and I finally figured it out. And I'm here to tell the fucking world my goddamn secrets. And those that want to know it, man, that's ready to do the shit, that bad bitch, like, I got you. And we win. Like, the women that work with me, we fix their life. Like, parents, better women, better sisters, better wives. They get banging ass. They just banging bodies. They fix their hormones. They get promotions. They get pregnant. Like it's this shit. It's a whole fucking vibe. So I say all that because my brand is called Hot Moms. It's not called granola living natural moms. Like I love those women. It's just I like fake shit. I've always been motivated. I can't fucking talk. I got these goddamn bottom braces on for 2 months and they're kind of starting to get on my nerves. But I get motivated by fucking Playboy girls and I always wanted, I'm like Dolly Parton when she said, I wanted to look like a tramp. My people, like, they were like, well, those are the town tramps. And she goes, well, I want to be a town tramp because I like the way they look. That's kind of how I am. Maybe it's a redneck thing. Me and Dolly Parton grew up in fucking, backwoods. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But all I know is that I loved the sexuality part of it. They were just so pretty and just a hot girl. And I would watch those girls next door on Playboy, watch Kendra, and I'd be like, she's living the life. Like she is so hot and she is so like it is like whoa. I just never thought I could be that, to be quite frank. Like I never thought. I just felt like they can be hot, but that's just something that I didn't even try. Like I didn't even get mad at them. I just was in awe. And not until I stumbled across a fitness model where I was like, hold on, you're telling me that I can be sexy but have muscles and that makes me like strong? Because, coming from where I came from, women were weak. And I always grew up feeling very powerless. But yeah, so I started working out and all that shit. And as soon as I started working out, I went from drinking PBR, Pat's Blue Ribbon, a type of beer, heavy beer, double fisting fucking Bush Light, no, Bud Heavy and Bush beer, like double fisting. I could drink with men, honey. I could hang in there with fucking grown ass 275-pound men. I could throw it down, okay? And then I would eat like cheeseburgers, triples from Wendy's and get sweet tea. I would eat biscuits for breakfast and a Coke. Like this is why my whole family, we all have diabetes, or they have diabetes and stroke and heart attacks and shit. On blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine. They're always sick. They're always at the doctor. Somebody's always dying. Somebody's always sad. You know what I'm saying? Work hard and then die fast kind of thing. You work hard, you die. So that's kind of like where I came from. And so my body, reflected that. I had love handles. I had, I remember being in a size 4'6" in like Ralph Lauren. That's pretty big for me because my normal size was like a 0. So imagine if you're a size 8, you would be like in a size 16. That's a big change, right? So don't start hating on me because I started out smaller. So I was just hanging out. That was my normal life. And then when I got into fitness, I went down to like a 0. I lost a lot of body fat because I started immediately just working out. My body had never worked out before. I never started eating. I never was conscious about what I ate. So I started eating healthy and I lost a lot of body fat. It was my first time ever working out too. And the first time you do anything, you get really quick results. I was about 20 years old. And my titties just deflated. Like I had these nice perky little fucking B titties, great tits. Oh, I loved them so much. They were awesome titties. Even though I still wanted some big fake titties. I remember my friend had big fake titties and I was like, oh my God, I just love her fake titties. I remember trying to take titty pills in high school, trying to do titty exercises to make my titties grow. I wanted big titties so bad. I wanted to be a woman. I didn't know that's what I wanted, but I was wanting that. And turns out like every female, when they go through puberty, like that's the circle of life. Like women want to be pretty, like deep down at our core, like nature. We want to be pretty to attract a mate to reproduce. Like that's just what it is. So I guess that's what was happening to me. I just didn't know it. And so then I say because I think of Theo Von. He's one of my favorite comedians. But I lost a lot of body fat and I got very insecure. I remember sitting in the bathtub and leaning over talking to Skip, my husband. And my titties look like slut puppies. And I was like, this is fucking horrible. Like, I don't want to get caught doggy style with my fucking tits looking like this. Absolutely not. Because I'm big and visual. Like, when I'm fucking, I want it to look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes that'd be getting me off. Not myself, but just like the way it looks. Like, I'm big on visual. And so I know y'all are laughing. It's hilarious. Well, we're just telling all. It's like you're riding in the car with me. So I did that and I got my titties done. And I loved them. I was like, oh, bitch, you can't tell me shit now. Like, oh, fucking get out of my way, honey. Like, get out of my way. 420, 425, I think. I was like a small D because I liked that song at the time. Throw some D's on that bitch. It's a rap song. And I was like, if I'm going to get paid for a fucking this much money for titties, or my husband paid for them, they're going to be nice. I don't want to look natural. Bitch, I want you to know they're fake. All right. I want fake fucking tits. So I got them, did my thing and all that stuff, and had the babies, 10 years later. We were married for 10 years. I went through all that, did my fitness game, did the thing. After I had my first child, I breastfed that one for like 4 to 6 weeks because, I'm a new mom thinking that new moms and good moms are supposed to breastfeed. Yeah, fuck that. So anyway, that lasted that long. I got pregnant, lost that one, and then got pregnant, had it 17 months later. So I wanted kids really close because I did not like the pregnancy thing. I didn't really like, and I think career women can hear me on this, like a career-driven woman, a lot of them don't have kids, and that was my plan. I was like, career women, they don't have kids. Look at Oprah. Like, I'm gonna be like Oprah. And I remember going through a spiritual time, praying for success, like, because I was just stuck. And I this is on other videos, but I just be really quick with it. I remember just praying, like, I want success. What do I do? Show me what you want me to do. And I kept getting visions of babies. And I'm like, this is absolutely everything I was told not to do. Like, success and babies, work and babies just don't mix. But I did. I knew it was a heart-led thing. And I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. And I got excited about it. And I did. I got very excited about the whole thing. Like, I was ready and primed to be a mom. But I didn't like the pregnancy. I didn't like the newborn thing. Now looking back, if I could have just, and it's cool. Like, I'm the type of girl, I want to experience everything. So I'm glad I got to experience 2 pregnancies. They were so different. But man, it's like, if you could just not go through pregnancy or have it, but just like have your baby, it would be like the best experience ever, because you just want the baby. It's going through all the shit. It's like having to go through med school. Can I just be a doctor? I get it. But after babes, and breastfeeding, dude, my fucking fake titties that were nice, here we go again. It was like slut puppies. Like, the way my skin was like loose, and it was just like, my body looked like I had kids. I'll just say that. My body looked like I had fucking kids. And while that's cool and godly and all this, like, I still don't give a fuck. Like, I cried, I grieved the loss of my former self, and I wondered if I could ever get back in shape. And I'm sitting here and people are making you feel guilty, like, but you have a healthy baby. Yeah, I know. Well, what about me? What about me and my happiness, huh? Because if you feel that way, don't feel bad. Fuck those other people, man. Come to me. Come to Casey. I got you. Because a lot of women are going to watch this and they're going to turn it against me, and they're going to say that I'm a horrible mom and I'm so vain and I'm narcissistic because all I care about is looking a certain way and I'm a piece of shit mom. Well, bitch, you do not know me. And we are talking about superficial shit. This is called a mommy makeover YouTube video. So if we want to go deep and get to the core of what makes a good mother, then that's all in my Hot Moms page shit. This is the surface level shit. So if you're going to get triggered and want to judge me, then you're really just judging yourself, and that's why you're fucking stuck and probably don't like your fucking body. And you probably wonder if you're a good mom, and you probably overcompensate because you don't feel like a good mom, which is causing a lot of resentment and you to feel like a martyr. So let's keep moving, okay? I love you. So I was like, okay, I've got to wait at least a year after I have kids, because I had, at the time, at my first pregnancy, I had an outie. Like, my belly button turned into an outie, which means you have an umbilical hernia most of the time. Sometimes not, but I had a really bad umbilical hernia. My abs were separated. How do I know this? Well, when I was pregnant, I would do things and my abs would dome. And they said that's the dead giveaway that you're going to have, ab separation and diastasis recti. So you got to really watch out doing core shit when you're pregnant and all that. Some women think that it's just comes with babies, and it couldn't be any further from the truth. And I kind of want to spread awareness, like, listen, there's a surgery for that. After the babies, I was like, you know what? My body looks like it's been through shit. My stomach, I had so much loose skin. I had stretch marks. Your belly button's not a belly button anymore. It's like this outy fucking looking thing. And you've got stretch marks and fucking floppy skin and a big old nice scar from your C-section. Like, great. Gotta feel so sexy, So I was like, I'm going to figure this shit out. But I bought all the stuff for mommy tummy. I bought all the programs to repair your transverse abdominis, your deep core. to bring the abs back together, but there's no muscle that runs midline that's going to bring your stomach back together. Like, you can do things, and I've worked with plenty of women that it's a very minimal separation, because a lot of men have natural diastasis recti, and it's fine. It's just like mine was a medical thing. My separation was so deep, so wide, and I had that umbilical hernia, and it was just, and my titties, I was just, no. And I didn't need lipo. I just needed like the nips and the tucks and the fucking cutting, and put that shit back, put my damn belly button back, right? I went in the first time, I would call around, and I was trying to figure things out. At the time, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was trying to see if insurance would cover it. Turns out they won't, unless you're like so morbidly obese that your stomach's falling into your lap and causing medical issues, and maybe you could get a tug. I don't know. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll do care credit. And I found this doctor, and they got me because the front office lady, they were just very personable. And they sucked me in, and I was being very hasty. Like, looking back, of course, nothing is a mistake. I learned from it. But looking back, I would have done so much more due diligence for doctors and physicians, because I would have never gone with this specific physician, because now that I know what I know. I mean, I even got surgery during Mercury retrograde. Like, that's a no-no, right? No, absolutely not. But anyway, and then she wanted to do a mini tuck on me, which later I went to Dr. Hochstein in Miami. He does like the housewives shit. He goes, I can't believe they did a mini on you. He goes, anybody that knows anything knows never do a mini tummy tuck. You always do a full tummy tuck. I'm like, great. Wouldn't that be nice to know? Well, can you fix me now? Because she did a mini on me. And I went back, y'all. It looked like I hadn't even had fucking surgery. Like, it still looked like I was laid over the fucking a candle, got burned, and had blue skin. And I was like, where's the surgery? I just went through this surgery, and now I had nice big ass titties. The reason I went so big, because when I got pregnant and my milk came in, my titties got to like a fucking triple D, and I had that loose skin. And I was like, well, I do like this girl's big tits, and I really would like to avoid getting a lift, at the time. So can we just fill them up? Can we just fill up all that loose skin? And yeah, and so to do that, I needed 700 cc's. And I think I will eventually. I'll go back and probably get them a little smaller, because, I mean, they're nice and they're really hot sometimes, but I like fashion. And to me, some tops, they're just not, it doesn't look good. It looks like I'm overweight or something. And not just saying overweight's like horrible and you're a piece of shit, but like, my titties, I'm really not overweight. And when I want to wear a shirt, like a long shirt with heels, it looks like it just fucks up the whole look, because my titties are so goddamn big. And then shopping for bikinis, like I've got to shop specialty bikinis, and it's just, I don't know. I kind of like to be around 500 cc's instead of 700. But with sex and like being sexy, I mean, you can't beat them. Like, they're the coolest thing ever. I wish they were like dicks. I wish titties were like dicks, where you could just get aroused and they just like fill up, and then when you don't need them, they just go down, because they get in your way. Any titties, like, I wish sometimes you were just flat chested for working out and for basic shit, and then they just grew if you wanted to have sex. That would be, or like have babies. That would be so cool. But anyway, I did have those titties, but now I'm like, I went through all that shit, and now I've got to go back and get another fucking surgery. And she was like, yeah, I don't like that work. I'll do it and I won't charge you. And I'm like, okay, great. And I went to Hochstein in the middle, like, let me try to go to a different surgeon. Because in the office, I remember her saying something like, well, you told me that's what you wanted. And my husband went, he got pissed. He goes, what are you, like, you're the fucking professional. Why would you ask her what she wants? And she's like, well, you signed off on everything. I'm like, yeah, but I kind of just trust you to look. I trusted you, which, once again, taking full responsibility, I should have done the work and really studied this before I went and did that. And this is why I'm telling you this. So never get a mini tummy tuck. If you're like me, go full. It left me. And then when she went in to fix it, I got a total hysterectomy at the same time I did the remake, like she fixed the tummy tuck. And dude, it left me with the gnarliest fucking scar, hip to hip. I have fucking dog ears now. The worst scar ever. I don't have a goddamn belly button. I mean, at this point, I don't even give a fuck. It's like, I'm getting laser and Photoshop, and I really don't care, because the belly button, whatever. And I can get a belly button to be fixed. And apparently, the more I found out about me, I'm like, a lot of people got botched. I know a lot of women that have tattoos on their tummy tuck scar because shit got so sideways. But anyway, so it was just all wrong, but my fault, because I didn't do the work. I did not do the work. But anyway, So they did the internal corset, which I liked. Like, you know, honestly, hindsight 2020, I will say that when I'm in shape, I don't know if it's because my tits are so big or they cinched my waist. Like my waist did go in a little bit. So I mean, I was like, okay. I did notice like, wow, I do have a little bit more like midsection ish than I used to. I feel like I really need to just look and do like measurements. But the titties too, you know, I needed those repaired. The first one she did had like this weird muscle glitch and she had to fix that. I'm like, this was just, I should have just chosen a different surgeon. Maybe she had a lot on her plate and I was just like a number to her. I don't know. But, and the thing is, I like her as a person. That's the shitty part. Like, I fucking really like her as a person. Love her as a person. Maybe she had a bad day. Maybe, I don't know what. But I'm just telling you, do not get a fucking mini tummy tuck. Get a full fucking tummy tuck. And then the girl that I went to, she had a fucking TV show. Like, she was on Lifetime. So apparently that doesn't mean fuck if they have a TV show or whatever. It doesn't mean anything that they're going to do a great job on you. But yeah, so that's kind of like my experience. Now, what I've noticed is I've done Fraxel laser multiple times and PRP, like the micro needling, twice, and I've done Fraxel 3 times, and that has really helped. And I'm going to keep doing that Fraxel laser, and it is helping. It is helping the scar. I'm going to look at the dog ear thing later. I don't know. You know, at this point, it doesn't bother me that bad. It's very minor shit, and so I'm not going to go under the knife to fix it. If anything, I will, when I get my titties redone, I will get a great surgeon and say, hey man, while you're in there, will you fix these dog ears and like see if you can make me a belly button maybe, and while you make my tits look awesome. Yeah, I may do that later on down the road, but right now it's just not a big deal. Like, I could give a shit. So no belly button, you know, you can't even really see it unless you zoom in on it, whatever. And a belly button's like, I don't even know how to describe it. We don't need our belly button for anything. It's just like aesthetically cool looking. And then too, you know, having this type of botch job has helped me connect with a lot of women, because a lot of women have had some issues with their, you know, tummy tuck and all that. And they call it ab repair, but I didn't get any lipo, which now is like, fuck, that would have been cool as fuck if I'd have got her just to suck out all the fat, just every damn bit of it, and made my waist look stupid. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just didn't do any fucking homework. I was just like, I want it now. I want it now. Just do whatever it takes. Just stick it. Like, don't be like that. Do your fucking homework. Talk to a lot of people that you know's had it. Follow people, influencers online. Go to their doctors. Like, dude, this is a big fucking deal. This is a big deal. So yeah, if anything, get a full to fucking tummy tuck. And look around for the physicians. Go to multiple places, and don't try to save money on this shit. I didn't try to save money. It was just, I just didn't do diligence, because my first surgeon that did my nose and my tits, he was great. And I used him because I knew people that went there. This lady, I didn't know anybody that went there. I was just like, oh, she must be awesome. She's on Lifetime, and she's, you know, seems like she knows what she's talking about. And I love her office, and I love her, and all this stuff. And I still love her. Like, I fucking love her. And I don't know, maybe she had a bad day. I don't know. But shit fire. But that's kind of my experience about the tummy tuck. I didn't get lipo. I didn't get anything like that. I simply got skin removed where I had babies. They put my belly button back in. Apparently too good, so I don't have one now. But they they pulled my abs together because it was separated. Because that what it'll look like, diastasis recti, when you have it, it looks like no matter how lean that you get. And I had a few clients that ended up getting tummy tucks after they worked with me because they thought they were fat. They were like, I can't get rid of this from baby weight. And I'm like, baby, you got ab separation. Sure enough, they'd go to their plastic surgeon. Don't go to the gyno. They went to their plastic surgeon, and they were like, holy fuck. Yeah. And it made them so much more confident. But yeah, if you have diastasis, it'll look kind of like, no matter how lean you get, you'll still kind of look like you maybe had too much beer, or you ate too much. Like you kind of like you still have a pooch, like a mommy pooch, and you're like, what? So yeah, that's kind of a dead giveaway that you have diastasis recti. And the only way you can bring your abs back together is surgically. Now, you know, you can do a lot of things with these programs that strengthens your core and all that, and that's fine. That can work. But at some point, you know, give yourself a deadline, like after 2 years or after whatever. And if you've got a hernia, babe, like there's no mommy exercises that's going to fix your hernia. Like if you have an outie after a baby, like go get that shit fixed. You deserve to feel and look great. When you're being a mother and you're doing and you're sacrificing, you're taking care of this, or not, it doesn't feel like sacrificing. It really doesn't at all. You learn how to live with your kids, and it's like a cool little vibe. But, for me personally, my kids need a happy mom. And if I'm happy with my body and I feel pretty and I like how I look, I'm going to just be happier and I'm going to love my babies more. If I walk around and I don't like how I look and I'm insecure, I'm not able to fully express myself and enjoy life. And to me, that's what means the most. And for you too, I want you to be happy. Just going out in public, like I want every woman that I come in contact with to feel beautiful, and I want her to feel like confident, and I want her to feel like she can have what she wants. So she's not insecure and doesn't feel threatened and doesn't feel like she needs to be mean. Like we can all be happy for each other, looking and feeling the way we want to look and feel. So if you're watching this, you can put some comments below, unless you got some shit to say, but whatever. I'm okay with that. If you have a wonderful surgeon, please put it below and we'll check them out. My peeps are always looking for wonderful surgeons. I know that, I don't know, whenever I get back into it, I'm into building my business right now. And I'm working out more. I'm into like bodybuilding more than I am like surgical shit. The only surgical thing I'm going to get done is, and it's not even surgery. I got to get that dental implant and then veneers. I want some veneers because I just want veneers. But other than that, I'm not really into the surgery right now. Now, when I'm 36 now. When I get maybe 45, maybe I'll see what my skin looks like, and I may go get a facelift because I don't want to get filler. I don't want to be like overly Botoxed and fillered. I'd love to have a neck and facelift. I think that looks beautiful. A lot of women that have it, you don't even know they have it, and that's the goal. Even though I said I want to look fake, I don't want to look like a pillow face and all fucked up. Like my titties, I want them to look fake, obviously, but I ain't trying to look all like I've taken it too far, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the more, information that I have on surgeons, and whenever I find out anything that benefits me, I'll share the shit. Those of you that are in Hot Moms Mastermind, I give you like everything. I give you pretty much every single thing I do, everything I think. I give you all the good shit. So if you would like to work with me and get all my resources for my hormone physicians, the workouts that I do, the way that I think, because I can give you all the stuff that I do and you apply it and it doesn't work. And that's typically why people get frustrated. But I have a way for you to clear out that reason of why things wouldn't work for you, but it would someone else. And we customize it to you, and it's just like a whole life makeover. Like it's a one-stop shop, literally. So if you would like to work with me, I will give you a link, caseyship.com/register to grab my free training for how I give you a step-by-step process on like how I was able to eat more food and do less workouts and less cardio and get way better results, way better bodies, and actually really turned my whole life around, my marriage around. We've been together for 18 years, married 16, and we almost got separated, been through some shit. And I just teach you how I think, how I handle adversity, how I handle failure, how I think. And so if you can learn, if you can learn how to think and how to control your emotions, you can control your life. And it just gets to be a really cool experience because, it's all about helping people, All right. If you like this, share it with your people, and I will talk to you soon.
This is it. I've got a free training, caseyship.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required, so hit me up, caseyship.com/register. Talk to you soon.